everyone, my name is Jeff Goolsby and I would like to welcome you to Northeast Regional Wastewater Treatment Facility, located at 200 Westview Road, Davenport, Florida. Today I would like to take you on a tour of our recently constructed state-of-the-art B&R/oxidation ditch treatment facility. So if you're ready, let's get started.
The Northeast Wastewater Treatment Facility is the newest and largest regional plant currently in Polk County. In 2012, the facility was expanded to a 6 million gallon per day facility with a build-out capacity of 9 million gallons per day. At the time the Northeast upgrade was being considered, the county was experiencing a considerable amount of growth along the Highway 27 corridor, with more being planned for future development. It was determined that the existing Northeast facility was going to need a significant expansion to handle the further growth projected for the area. With this initiative, the county moved forward with the design and construction of the state-of-the-art biological nutrient removal/oxidation ditch treatment facility. The headworks has 2 mechanical perforated plate screens capable of 6 million gallons per day each, and 1 manual bar screen. The headworks consist of 2 bar screens which can remove large rags to small inorganic materials. We remove these inorganics so that they do not damage pumps or take up space in the wastewater process. The rags and inorganic materials are then washed to remove organic substances that are used in the wastewater process. Rags and inorganic materials are removed and trapped in a large garbage bag in a dumpster, which helps to minimize odors and vectors. As the bags and dumpster become full, they are picked up and disposed in the landfill. The B&R is capable of treating 9 million gallons per day at full capacity and currently permitted for 6 million gallons per day. The B&R process, which stands for biological nutrient removal, is a process used to remove nitrogen and phosphorus from wastewater before it's discharged into surface or groundwater. Nitrogen and phosphorus are harmful nutrients which cause algae blooms, kill fish, and water discoloration in the receiving waters. The B&R is where influent and return activated sludge, or RAS, from the clarifiers is collected for treatment. The B&R is the heart of the process and provides a stable environment where the biological activities of microorganisms work to treat the wastewater. The tank receives air from blowers which provide oxygen to the microorganisms. The B&R has built-in equalization which allows the B&R to handle and treat larger volumes of influent while providing a consistent flow. The 2 oxidation ditches have a combined volume of 1.5 million gallons. The ditches receive the regulated flow from the B&R. There are 2 oxidation ditches and each of them is fitted with a mechanical aerator. The aerators provide mixing and aeration to the wastewater. The B&R is used to treat the wastewater and the oxidation ditches are used for mixing as well as provide additional treatment or polishing if needed. Flow from the oxidation ditches then flow into the clarifiers. The facility has 3 clarifiers of 1.2 million gallons total volume and 11,500 square feet of total surface area. The clarifiers receive flow from the oxidation ditches which allow the flow to slow down and settle. The slow movement of the water allows the solids to be separated from the water and settle to the bottom of the clarifier. The heavier solids settle to the bottom, which are then removed by RAS pumps and returned to the B&R. Each day a portion of the RAS is wasted to the digesters. Clean water from the clarifiers then flow to the deep bed sand filters for removal of additional solids which were not removed during the clarification process. The deep bed sand filters consist of 4 cells with a total surface area of 1,520 square feet. The filters receive the effluent from the clarifiers. The sand filters have media made up of different sized gravel. The gravel collects and removes smaller particles left over from the clarification process. The organics are removed by microorganisms in the sand filters, which is why the sand filters is considered a biological process. The water trickles down through multiple layers of different sized gravel-based media. The multiple layers of media allow the effluent to be filtered several times. The finished product from the filtration process will produce a clearer and cleaner effluent before it is sent to the disinfection process. The chlorine contact chambers consist of 6 chambers and a volume of 170,000 gallons. The purpose of disinfection is to remove any waterborne disease-causing bacteria. Chlorine is the most commonly used disinfection method in wastewater due to lower cost and is the only disinfection method that has a measurable residual. The filtered water from the sand filters flows to the mixing chamber where the chlorine is injected and mixed. The chlorinated effluent travels through chlorine contact chambers, which are a set of channels that create detention time. The detention time allows for the chlorine to react longer with the effluent and make sure that the disease-causing bacteria is destroyed before being used for public access reuse. The effluent transfer pump station is where the disinfected effluent from the contact chambers is collected into two wells. The transfer pumps then pump the disinfected effluent to the ground storage tanks. If the effluent does not meet disinfection compliant parameters, the flow will be pumped into on-site rapid infiltration basins. The ground storage tanks store the disinfected effluent, which can be used at a later time. The high service pumps pull the water from the ground storage tank and pump it into the system for public access reuse. The rapid infiltration basins are used when the GST levels get too high or the quality does not meet public access reuse standards. The effluent is pumped to the ribs, which allow the tank levels to come down. This event occurs where there is little demand for irrigation. Once the water is pumped to the rapid infiltration basins, the water is irretrievable and charges the lower Floridian aquifer. The facility has 10 aerobic digesters of 2.09 million gallons of total volume. The wasted sludge, or WAS, comes from the clarifiers. This is where excess solids are sent for decanting and digestion. Sludge in the digester is filled and decanted to remove excess water from the sludge. The air is turned off, which creates a calm environment. This allows the digester solids to settle to the bottom of the digester. Then the supernate, or water, is pulled off the top from decant tubes and sent back to the headworks. Water is removed because it takes up wasted space in the digesters, and also to thicken the sludge, which helps when sent to the dewatering facility for biosolids removal. The finished sludge product is pumped out by WAS pumps and sent to the dewatering facility for processing. The dewatering facility has 2 screw presses and a docking area for a mobile sludge centrifuge. This facility is where the sludge is sent after it has been dewatered and thickened. The dewatering facility is fitted with 2 screw presses. The flow enters through the 2 tanks where polymer is injected. The sludge then flows through the 2 screw presses where water is removed. The finished product is turned into cake, which is a drier, thicker sludge. The water is removed and flows to the drain and returned back to the headworks. The solids are then transferred to dumpsters and disposed of in the landfill.
I would like to thank you for taking the time today to tour Northeast Regional Wastewater Treatment Plant, Polk County's fully automated, state-of-the-art treatment facility. If you have any questions or would like any additional information, you can contact Mark Lowenstein, the Water Wastewater Manager for Polk County Utilities, or Chuck Nichols, the Northeast Regional Supervisor for Polk County Utilities. Thank you and have a great day.